The Lord doesn't want to, he's not building a business for a church. He's building a family. He wants people to love him and love each other together. And that's it. That's the design.
So do you believe that the current church structure, the current church institution, do you think it is against achieving God's purpose, or it is limiting or hindering God's purpose from being fulfilled?
I do think it's limiting it, and it's dumbing people down a lot.
Wow.
And I have a big problem with the academic nature. You know, they just stress so much doctrine and theology, and, you know, I believe in that, but you can't grow deeper in the Lord by going and getting a seminary degree. You can get a head full of knowledge, which is part of the problem with a lot of the people in the institutional church, especially those that are very serious about it, is their approach is very academic. And God's word says that knowledge puffs up or makes you prideful, and love builds up. And so having conversations, which I have many, many times with people, there's two things that I think hinder them from seeing it, and it's cognitive dissonance and pride. Because they invested so much time and energy in learning the Lord in an academic way, they couldn't be like Paul and go, it was all rubbish. I preach Jesus Christ and him crucified. I teach people how to know him, eat him, and drink him. And that's all I want to do with the rest of my life. That's what I'm speaking for Paul. And he took his academics and just threw it in the garbage. Not that the Lord didn't renew his mind and use some of that, but I do believe just like the public school dumbs children down, I think the institutional church dumbs Christians down.
Help me to understand that. When you say dumps Christians down, what does that mean?
The Lord wants us learning a deeper and ever deepening relationship with him, directly with him and through his people. And it takes a lot of deep relationship and a lot of deep conversations, a lot of transformation. Going in and sitting in a pew and hearing doctrines and theologies week after week that don't go deep into Jesus Christ and his people and how to love him and how to love each other, it limits the amount of revelation and depth of the relationship with the institutional level of teaching, which is just all about doctrine and theology.
Wow.